I said the last video was the last one. I'm a liar though. This is the last video. And hopefully you guys can read that from back there. Actually, you probably wouldn't be able to read that if you were right here. My handwriting is atrocious. But anyway, I'll be able to walk you through the 9 steps that I've laid out here uh, for an autopsy. This doesn't go through the morgue work or anything like that. This is solely the autopsy. I just think that the autopsy has more important laid out steps rather than I understand that much better than I do the morgue work, and I just feel like it's more engaging. So here is the autopsy. Uh, First step is your examination of the body. So you're going to examine the body before doing any work to it at all. You're just going to have it out and you're going to look at it and you're going to see, is there anything going on physically? Is there bruising? Is there any cut? Is there anything that could indicate anything about the death at all? So anything that can interfere with the death that's physical is going to be examined first. And then after that, you're going to do a Y incision. This is still in step 1 because I forced it in there. Then you're going to do a Y incision. So the Y incision is just your shoulder to shoulder and then down to the pelvis. So what our little friend has here. Step 2 is you're going to examine the organs. So you're going to, open the little skin flap up and you're going to see into what the organ body, like what the organs are looking like. It almost forgot, you can't really, you can't see much with the ribs in the way. So you have to like, zoop, and then open it up, use clamps and whatnot to keep it open so you can look into it and see what's going on and see if there's any damage to the organs or if there's anything that could point to cause of death or anything that could it doesn't have to be direct cause, it could be like interference with the death, anything weird you want to look for. Then you're going to take the organs out and weigh them. This sometimes includes the brain, not always. You're also, this is step 4 now, you're also going to test the blood. This actually happens at around the same time that, weighing the organs does, but you're going to look for anything wrong with the blood. So you're going to do some blood work, and you're going to do like toxicology, you're going to look for diseases, you're going to look for poisons, whatever. Just anything, any imbalances in the blood. That's what you're looking for with your blood test here. 5 is you're returning the organs. So after you've taken the organs out and you've weighed them, organs want back into the body. Gotta make sense. You can't just keep the organs for yourself. So you gotta shove those bad boys back on in there. And then after that, you stitch up. Is that pointing to it? Yeah, stitch up the body. So boom, slap the organs back in that bad boy. And then you do some baseball stitching, which it's like this, and they go up that Y incision, and you'll look once again like our friend here. That's why he has the upwards arrows pointing, and they're called baseball stitching because they look like the stitching on a baseball. So you stitch a baseball the same way you stitch a human. It's not like identical, but you know what I mean. After you stitch up the body so it's whole again, you have to clean the body. Doesn't sound enjoyable, and you also examine them in this phase. You examine the body through all the phases, but when you're cleaning the body, it's very, very important that you examine it and make sure there's nothing that was skipped over, nothing was overlooked, everything is back in its proper place, and the body looks good. But the body's not going to look good because eyes and mouth remain open after death. So it's going to be like, no one wants that. You don't want that in a person. So you're going to use glue, and you glue right here, and the eyes, and you glue those together. And for the eyes, you can use these little skin-colored lids, and then really creepy, but you can do it. And let's see here. Oh, embalming. Almost forgot. So you drain the blood, and you put in the embalming chemicals. Embalming chemicals like formaldehyde and others, they help preserve the body and hide the effects of death, kind of, because death, death is kind of not good for the body, and it's a very physical presence. You can see when the body is deteriorating, but embalming chemicals are supposed to stop that. Let's see. Yeah, that's all the 9 steps there. Here's our beautiful friend here. The artwork, it's all great. So just to run over this with you guys. So I'm just gonna name off this. These aren't the official stages. These are what I've called them. So there's the exam/Y incision phase. That's I guess I could call them just like steps. Step 1, exam/Y incision phase. Phase again. What the heck, man? Step 2, you're going to examine the organs. Step 3, weigh the organs. Step 4, test blood. Step 5, return the organs. Step 6, stitch up the body. Step 7 is just to clean and examine. 8 is to close the mouth and eyes. And then 9 is to drain the blood and add the embalming chemicals. Super important. Every single one of these steps is very, very important. Anything that I've forgotten about embalming or anything like that? Hopefully not. And if I do, you will know. And I'll attach whatever I need to. Hope you guys enjoyed, learned something, or, at least like the drawing. If nothing else, that. Alright.